Hey everyone, this is Kanal with Black Man Travels. Just want to give you guys a rundown on my trip to Salvador, Bahia, Brazil. I actually spent a couple of days in Rio de Janeiro, um, which I got pretty much tired after 2 days and decided to take it. You know what? I'm going to head to the airport and fly out to the north coast of Bahia. Uh, this is where I flew in. This is the Airbnb I stayed. I paid about $80 a night for it, with 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, and 2 large balconies. Yeah, so I had a 360 view, not 360, but 180 view of the beach area. The area where I stay is called Baraja. It's pretty much the port area. There's a lighthouse right down the street from me. Um, the reason why I chose there because it has everything I needed. Everything was walking distance from the beach, nightlife, restaurants, and bars. So, and also too, this particular area is common to have the carnival floats will literally drive along this coastline. So if I ever wanted to go back to Bahia, I will literally stay in this area again because just the carnival itself actually passes through this community. Again, this is a cool Airbnb, 2 bedroom, 2 bath, which I only paid $80 for, and everything was just walking distance away, which is pretty cool. Moving on, the nightlife of Bahia is very interesting. To be honest, I choose the nightlife of Bahia over Copacabana. And the simple fact that it's just real chill. I guess I'm at a point in my life where I'm not trying to be around a rah rah crowd, so just being chilled and laid back is the ideal thing for me at this point. Also, too, the beaches are super crowded. One thing to keep in mind, Baja, there's a huge Black Afro Brazilian population here. So while you out there, you literally will blend in with the crowd. People assume that you're Brazilian, so don't be surprised if someone approach you and start speaking Portuguese. And the beaches are always crowded, like literally. This was the morning time. As the day progresses, more people come in. Literally, even at nighttime, the beach stays crowded. So ideally, people go there, try to find the best spot. Then once you find that spot, you don't want to let it go unless you plan to go home. But again, this is just a couple of blocks away from where I was staying. So, and we were able to actually build up some relationship with the local guys there. So they always saved us a spot when we got there. The beach itself is cool. I mean, I didn't really get into the water. Just FYI, I can't swim. But just hanging out around the locals, having everything catered to me as far as the restaurants. Literally, you can order from the restaurants up top and they'll bring the food to you. But again, this is a real cool, laid back beach. And it's very long. It's a long strip of beach. So you could actually continue to walk along the strip and find your spot to actually sit down and enjoy the water. And again, as I said before, this is the port area. I'm literally walking distance away from this facility. Now, as I was in Bahia, I decided to go more into the city. So one of the coolest thing about Bahia that has to offer is a place called Pelo. Pelo is the historical district, and this is where a lot of the Afro-Brazilian culture and history, starting with slavery, started in this particular area. So this is really cool. If you ever in Bahia, make sure to stop by Pelo and spend really a whole day. And even at nighttime, they actually have a nightlife here. So it's really cool. You definitely get the more of the Afro-Brazilian experience. But also too, there's a lot of walking tour guides that walk you through the history of this place. And the architecture is amazing to see. A lot of rich history in this particular city. And the coolest thing about this, the beach is right a couple of blocks away. So, I mean, not the beach, but the ocean. So you're literally surrounded by water at all times. And now, when I decided to actually venture more into the city, this is the downtown area. Now, this is more the city life. So it's definitely different. This is the everyday Brazilians, people who are working, people going to school. And we just sat down and just take it all in. Sometimes what I like to do is go to places and sit down at the park or sit down at a busy place and just listen, have a drink, and just take everything all in, which is kind of cool. This is the downtown area. Cool. Like I said, the nightlife in Bahia is second to none. I really enjoyed myself. To be honest, I actually prefer Bahia over Rio for a lot of reasons, but don't have the time to really share. But overall, just the people, the food, the culture, the way of life. Bahia is a great place to visit, especially if you're African descent. There's a lot of African history in this particular area. And also too, it's cool to just see your own people walking around. But overall, like I said, it's a great experience. Definitely like to go back. Keep in mind, to catch a flight from Rio to Bahia is 4 hours. So when I decided to take that flight, I didn't know the flight was gonna be 4 hours long to get to Bahia, but it's totally worth it, guys. Totally worth it to check out. The women there are gorgeous. There's nothing else for me to say about that. So moving along. Again, Brazil has a rich nightlife, a rich live scene, live music scene. Everyone dance, everyone drinks, and everyone is festive. So if you ever thinking about going to Brazil and you're in Rio de Janeiro, take a trip to Bahia, man. I think they'll appreciate your presence there, and there's so much to see and do while you're out there. So don't just stay stupid on Copacabana. Explore your options, explore your choices, because there's so much to see beyond Rio de Janeiro, and you probably end up liking the city a lot more than Copa. So, I mean, more than Rio. But overall, like I said, this has been one of the best trips that I had at the time, and I definitely look forward to going back. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment. Please subscribe, like the video, and I'll be more than open to respond back to everyone. As I continue to post more videos about my travels, I'm also here to help you guys in regards to finding the right places to go and stay and everything else. So that's it for now for me. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I'll make sure to respond to all your comments. And if you're thinking about taking a trip and you need some help, please reach out to me. Please like, subscribe, comment, and look forward to hearing from you guys. Again, this is Bahia Brazil. This is one of the best spots that I've been to.